Welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where today we are deviating from the original plan. I originally wanted to show you how to make this really cool Christmas quilt, but I can't find the pattern. So as I was looking for the pattern, I ended up running into a big bunch of Barbie doll patterns that I recently purchased. And I thought, you know what? I have got so many Barbie doll patterns. Why don't I just show those? And I have quite the history. So my daughter, when she was a little girl, loved dolls. I mean, she loved dolls. Everywhere we went, she was always dragging a doll with us. And she in particular loved Barbie. And then she had a big fat baby doll that she carried around everywhere named Baby Tiny. But her grandmother was at a yard sale one day and bought me about, I don't know, 8 or 10 Barbie patterns. Well, I wasn't a very good seamstress 30 years ago. I was just learning. And so I was unable to master the Barbie patterns, much to my daughter's dismay. Some of those Barbie pieces are the size of your fingernail. I mean, they're that kind of small. And so but I would not get rid of the patterns because I knew sooner or later that I would want to know how to do this. So now I have my own online business called Cottage Designs by Erin on Etsy. And that's where I make and sell doll clothing for extra money. And one of my dolls is Poppy Parker. This one is Poppy Parker in Palm Springs. Oh, do I ever love Poppy Parker. So this is Poppy Parker in her box. And she has this glorious pink hair. She's very high fashion. And here at the top are all her little accessories. Look at these Barbie boots. Oh, those are fabulous. Fabulous. And so Poppy Parker has a little bit of an unusual body style. It is Barbie. It's a Barbie body, but she's a little bit smaller. So I take old 1960s patterns and use those for Poppy Parker. And so this is how this all came about. All right, so now let's just get to the patterns. Here we have, take it out of the bag, otherwise we'll have tremendous glare. We have a vintage pattern here, which is too cute, with a sheath dress, a romper, a full sundress, and then of course Ken has his clothing. So a friend of mine I went to high school with follows me on Facebook, and he knows that I make all these clothes. And he said, "Hey Erin, there's a lady up here by Springfield, Illinois, who has a lot of doll patterns. Would you be interested in them?" And I said, "Absolutely. Like, I want those, you know." "How much are they?" He went to her house and picked those patterns up for me. And I got this enormous lot of patterns for like $20. And then I paid him and we made the exchange, and it was kind of funny. It felt like a drug deal going down, but it was actually Barbie patterns. So here's another one. I've made this quite a bit. This little swimsuit. Too cute. This was my favorite style swimsuit in the 80s, the little bandeau top and then the bottoms, but this is actually from the 50s or 60s. Okay, then here we have very midge looking clothes, sheath dresses. And what I like about when these old grandmas used to use these patterns, look what they did. They put them in labeled little envelopes when they cut them out, and they're just so neat and tidy. So then when you want to go make it, all the work is done for you. You just have to cut it out of the fabric and sew it together. My dad had a patient when I was a little girl who used to make me Barbie clothes. And she would take old polyester from the 70s, and she made me little slinky nightgowns. And oh, I thought those were just the greatest. Here's some cute patterns here. This looks kind of like Elizabeth Taylor. And then we go into the full dresses. I love the matching coats. Look at the elbow sleeves. Very Jackie O. It's awesome. And my friend Vicky, she likes all these old vintage patterns too. And so I brought them to work one day, and she just oohed and awed over them. They're a little worse for the wear, as you can see. They're falling apart. You can buy Barbie patterns on eBay by the lot. but they're expensive, and then you have to pay shipping, and the shipping is expensive. So I just tried to look at thrift stores. By this point, I have 2 baskets full of these. So I have probably every single pattern or close to it. Oh, I love this. Look at this red dress. Oh, let's see. Atlantic City. This Atlantic City pattern is to die for. Isn't that just amazing? It's like a trousseau. She had a day dress. She had an evening dress. She had her cape, her swimsuit cover-up. Okay, and then we get into, this is clearly from the 70s. Look at the price on this, 60 cents. I like the graphics. I like the font and the colors. And then I do like to see what they went for. So 60 cents in the 60s, 75 cents in the 70s. And then by the time we get to the 90s, they start to get high. Look at this. Look at those little mini dresses. Ooh. That's got Sabrina the Witch all over it. Okay, what we got here? Oh, everybody needs a groovy poncho. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do need a groovy poncho. So Poppy Parker, she's got a cool vibe about her because of that pink hair. So I make her a lot of times. She could be any era, really. You just have to think about it. Think about what kind of pattern you're going to use. But I make her some psychedelic tunics, and I make her some leopard print bikinis because that's too cute for words. And the thing about these clothes is it normally does not take a lot of fabric to make Barbie clothes because they're so tiny to begin with. I've gotten into, Waverly makes a fat quarter. You can buy it at Walmart, and it's a leopard print. And oh, the things you can make out of a fat quarter for Barbie. I'm telling you, the skirt, the cover-up, the bikini, all of it. This is one of the first dresses I've tried. And this is one of the patterns my mother-in-law bought for me at a yard sale. And I love this right here. I love that whole look. And, you know, these are pretty timeless because if you think about it, I mean, fashion doesn't really change. It's just reinvented. So this was popular. This is a popular style for the 50s, for the 60s, and the 80s. Right now, they're wearing prom dresses that look like this. It's the same pattern over. Okay, let's see. These are in containers, so I don't want to get that out. On here we have our black and white houndstooth. Too cute for words. They were so stylish. There's some groovy polka dot jumpsuits. Yeah, baby. I have duplicates of some of these. And I like the old ones, how the Ken clothes came with, look, Ken's trunks match Barbie's swimsuit. Ooh, adorable. Oh, and then this is, now we're getting into Marie and Donny Osmond. This is their pattern, which I still have my Marie Osmond doll. Yes, I do, because I loved her. More, I love that little pink gingham dress. Isn't that just too cute for words? Okay, now I'm getting into the 70s. So here's our 70s look. And I have my Cher doll from the 70s still too, which I love. Oh, look at this sexy disco halter dress. Poppy Parker would look smashing in that. Oh, we got a little bridal gown action. And some Cher clothing, which I like that. Oh, now we got the 70s square dance look. Okay, now we're going in 70s and 80s. Barbie's got a moo-moo. Yes, she does. A moo-moo baby. Wedding party. Okay, now I think I'm getting into the, looks like 90s. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love those evening dresses. The 90s evening dresses beat all. And some of my favorite Barbies are the Barbies that came out when my daughter was little, which is those 90s holiday Barbies. Those were awesome. And now I think this one, now we're in the 80s, definitely the 80s. Look at the knit leotard. Oh yeah. Look at that pink strapless dress with the ruffles. I'd wear that right now. Yes, I would. I'd probably wear it to clean the house if I had it my size. It's too cute. Why would you not want to wear that? Oh, now we're getting into the Brooke Shields Barbie patterns. I did not have a Brooke Shields doll. I was too old for that by then. But look at those beautiful dresses. And look at that bikini. Adorable. And then I've got one out of place. This is from the 50s and 60s. And it looks like Elizabeth Taylor still. Look at that coat. I would wear that pink coat right now. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, look at the polka dot bikini. Too cute for words. Okay, so then that's all that. So then, oh, I've got more in the back here. This is just one I bought. I like that one-arm dress. Here we've got a swimsuit with a sarong. Oh, who doesn't want a matching sarong? Then we go into Vogue Barbie patterns. These are a pain to cut out. Excuse me, I'm talking when you have to cut out little tiny gloves that are the size of your fingernail. No. Barbie evening dresses. I don't know why Barbie always wants to get married. Why should she always have a wedding dress? I mean, leave Ken alone. Just stay with your fabulous life. Look at that. Look at that peach lame. Huh. Peach lame dress. And then I use this all the time. This little pattern right here, I use this all the time for Poppy Parker because it's adorable on her. So then I have, after we went through all that, I have another entire basket. But I will save you from boredom and showing all of them too. These are from the 90s. So these are the ones I started to try to make for my daughter. Some of them were really difficult. Like, it's not easy to make little Barbie size hospital scrubs. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's not easy. Evening dress. More evening dresses. I just love that strapless evening dress. Gets me every time. Oh, and here's some these are out of place, but look at this. How about this 90s? Look at that Pinland suit. I had a green suit like that in the 90s. Oh, yes, I did. And I was in this dress down here with the big Diana sleeves. I was in a wedding in the early 90s, and we all had to wear navy blue taffeta dresses with those big, enormous sleeves. So, yes, we have experienced all that. All right. So, I just thought this would be fun to go through Barbie Mania with you. Every now and then I try to look to see if I'm missing something, and I try to always look for the missing pattern, you know, the missing link, because you never know what Poppy Parker's going to need. She might need something fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Please stop back by. I'm still trying to find the quilt pattern that I wanted to show you, and then once I find it, I will get on here and show you how to make it. Like my channel, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Thank you.